Hello, welcome back to another episode of A Brief Talk. I've been thinking about this a lot since a lot of days, but I could not get to what topic should I make a video on, or whether I should make another video. I did not know. It took me a lot of time to decide for this video. So I thought, why not make a video on the decision itself, the term itself. So here it goes. I'll begin with a very nice quote by America's former president, Theodore Roosevelt. It goes like this: in any moment of decision, the best thing you can do is the right thing. The next best thing you can do is the wrong thing. And the worst thing you can do is nothing. So, as the quote is really self explanatory, yet I'll be talking about it later on. And the title of this video is Binary. Why is that? I think you will know by the end of this video. So many times I get the question of how can a decision be made about something or anything at all. From like at what time should I wake up, like for how many hours should I sleep, all those decisions. So whatever the task is in front of you, I found a solution which worked for me. You might have a different solution, or you might have a better solution than me. Let me know if you have a better one. So I take a task, I break it into pieces, really small pieces, and then I assess the task's pros and cons and how they will affect me in the long run or in the short run. And that is pretty much how I make every decision. And decision, like taking a decision, is a matter of a moment, I think, really. Because now you might say that decisions taken in a moment are really quick decisions. They might not help you, they might ruin your entire thing, or like whatever your plans are. But the main problem is most of the people fail to understand that decision should be taken within a moment. The process before taking the decision should be given a lot of time. For example, let's say many students are going to pass their 10th and 12th grade now, and they are going to enter their desired streams or their specialized desired streams. So they must be thinking, what should I choose? So they can apply this method. So they have an entire vacation of somewhere around three and a half months, something like that. And now, due to this lockdown, like all of us have a really big vacation. Such a big vacation should never exist, according to my opinion. But as we have gotten a lot of time, which is an opportunity for all of us, we should work on this decision, utilizing entirely this whole time. And then obviously, because you work out for a long time about a decision, then you can take the decision in quick moments. And next thing we might face is like we took decision. Okay, that's fine, because many people can't take that also. So you're one step ahead of them. Now the next step is to be taken, whether or not it will be successful. We really don't know whether it will be successful or not. So many people start assessing their thought about what will be the probability of this decision being successful or that decision being successful. Well, it does not depend on situation, because the moment you take decision, there's a fine line between this and that. This and that might be a successful, unsuccessful, profit or loss, or even we might as well say for soldiers, life or death. There's just one fine line, and everything is based upon that. So every decision we take in our lives has a probability of 50% of being successful. Absolutely 50%, because you may think that you did your 100%, like you are so talented and so well. Okay, I believe you. But the thing is, the situation around you, the universe around you, has its own response, and you should give enough credit to universe as well. So whatever your 100% is, it is 50% for the universe, and the response of 50% will determine your success or failure. Or it goes otherwise also. The universe throws situations upon you. Universe, I mean the people around you, the situations around you, your surroundings, the environment in which you are working, studying right now. They might throw situations at you. How you respond it is your 50%, and you do your 50% right, then it will determine whether or not you are going to succeed or fail. Well, many of the times many people live in the dilemmas, or whether like I cannot really choose, I should do this or I should do that, because this is better but that has the feature I want, and but this is less expensive, these are all the things. Like, generally it's a dilemma. But actually, being in a dilemma is, I think, according to me, lying to oneself. Like, you constantly lie to yourself about this and that, you constantly flip side your opinions. So that is completely lying to yourself. You can lie to other people, you can always lie, but you cannot lie to yourself even though you choose to. And even if you do it otherwise, forcibly, the results are very tragic. You always face a disaster in the end, because it's always 1 or 0. You take this decision or that decision, and decision making is really simple. It's not like, flipping a coin and choosing your career, flipping a coin or choosing your side, flipping a coin or choosing a friend. No, it's not like that. Well, let me give you an example. We say that a coin has two sides, unbiased, heads and tails. But actually, a little fact is, the probability of falling on heads side is 49%, and on the tail side is 51%. Why? Because the head side of the coin has more weight than the tail side. So, what I'm trying to explain you by this example is, there is a slight inclination when you decide whether you want to do this or that. Like, when you have come to two options, you have to either choose this path or that path. But you actually know what you want to do, because one of the two paths have your inclination slightly more than the other. So it's better that you take that path which has slightly more inclination. It might not be right, you might fail, but of course, like, failure is like a really small part of a big process. So it actually doesn't matter whether you choose or not. So yeah, let me conclude this brief talk by saying, only those who really want to live today better than yesterday can decide to live, and those who decide to live can live today better than yesterday. So this loop goes on and on. So yeah, and to break several other loops which you are trapped in, you need to take decision. It's always 1 or 0. So that is why it's binary.